Community members in Otoke district have a new reason to celebrate. A Shea nut processing factory has opened in the area, creating a ready market for farmers who have long harvested shea but struggle to sell it in bulk.
Planting the shea tree is very important because the global demand for shea butter over the last 20 years has increased by 600%. That means we have to ensure a sustainable supply of shea butter, and the only way to ensure a sustainable supply is by planting the shea tree so that the trees can bear fruits from where we get the butter.
Ojok Okello, the Chief Executive Officer of Okere Cooperative Society, says the factory will absorb thousands of kilos of shea nuts and improve incomes across Lango.
A sustainable supply of shea butter, and the only way to ensure a sustainable supply is by planting the shea tree so that the trees can bear fruits from where we get the butter. Now, it takes up to about 10 years for the trees to start bearing fruits. There is a myth, though, that the trees can only start bearing fruits after 20 years, but that is false, because all you have to do is plant the tree, take care of it, make sure that the tree doesn't suffer from wildfires, and then you'll be able to harvest the fruits from your tree just within a short period of time of 10 years.
He explains the two main ways shea butter is made. Traditional method: nuts are dried for 49 to 50 days, roasted with ash for even heat, pounded into pastes, then boiled for hours. The oil rises, is sieved and cooled into butter.
Local production of shea butter is time consuming, takes a lot of effort as well. So what happens is that we assume that the nuts are already dry. So we will get the nuts, we shall roast the nuts. Usually the nuts are mixed with ash because the ash enables the uniform roasting. If you don't put the ash, some will get burnt, others will not get ready, and so the ash enables that uniform roasting process. And then it's later pounded. You have to get a paste out of it, so it's pounded with a mortar and a pestle. After the pounding, you have to get that crude paste and you boil it for several hours, for some 2 to 3 hours. Once you have boiled it with water, of course, you let it to settle. The oil will come on top, the crude and water will stay beneath, and then you will now be able to save it and get your butter.
Ojok says it's labor intensive, often making from morning till evening, but deeply cultural.
It's an amazing, culturally rich process, and the love around it, it's so important. So next time you eat shea butter or moyao, which we call it in Lango, just know that it's brought to you with a lot of hard work. It's brought to you with a lot of love, and so we hope that it really will nourish your body.
Modern method: the factory uses mechanical crushers, dryers, and cold press extractors.
But also, shea butter can also be made using cold pressing. So basically, you're using a machine. You're just getting your dry nuts and you're putting it inside a machine, and it's crushing it and it's pressing the butter, and then you're filtering it. That is mostly used, cold pressed shea butter is mostly used as a cosmetic grade product. You can use it the way it is to moisturize your skin. It's an emollient. It keeps the skin soft. It keeps the skin moisturized. It helps your hair to be softer and easier to comb. And it also has many other health benefits. There are scientific studies that prove that shea butter helps to reduce stretch marks, that prove that shea butter also actually makes you grow slower because it has micronutrients that slow the growth of wrinkles in our faces. But most importantly, shea butter is amongst the very few non-greasy oils in the world. So the butter that you put in your skin, it doesn't have any grease at all. That means it doesn't clog the pores of your skin. And so your skin will be able to get the food that it needs to stay healthier.
This cuts processing time, reduces contamination, and produces higher volumes of consistent food-grade butter for cosmetics and export. For Otuke farmers, the shift means faster payment, better prices, and assurance that their shea trees, conserved for generations, now translate directly into cash. Ojok Okello, the founder and the chairperson of Shea Cooperative Society and the chief executive officer, is leading efforts to ensure shea trees across northern Uganda.
Butter. And so shea butter is a very crucial oil. In fact, again in northern Uganda, we call it the butter of life. Because when a child is born, shea butter can also be applied to the umbilical cord of the child to quicken its first removal. And as the child is growing up, we are smearing it with shea butter. And as the child turns into adult, they start eating food. The food they're eating is fried with shea butter. And then on that beautiful day when we die, shea butter is also applied to the dead corpse. Because we believe it's a very important cultural ingredient and spiritual product as well. And that is why in northern Uganda, or among the Lango and the Acholi people, we call it the butter of life.
He trains communities to protect shea trees until maturity, ensuring they keep bearing fruit that sustains livelihoods for generations.
And that is why, as Okere Shea Cooperative Society, we've been working with farm. We have a big nursery bed where every year we raise up to 100,000 shea seedlings, and we distribute the seedlings to farmers so that the farmers can plant. We also train them on tree planting and conservation techniques.
Shea trees thrives across Africa's Sudan savanna belt, including 21 countries. Uganda's subspecies Nilotica species grows in northern, eastern, and west Nile regions.
Specifically in 21 African countries. There are two subspecies of shea trees. There is the paradoxa, which is the variant or the subspecies that you find in West Africa, also called paradoxa. And then there is the Nilotica, the ones that you can find specifically in only 3 East African countries, and that is South Sudan, Uganda, and Ethiopia, particularly in the Gambela region.
The fruit, rich in vitamin C, falls naturally between May and July.
Shea trees provide nuts. The nuts provide essential butter that helps to moisturize our skin, that is rich in vitamins and also helps to nourish our bodies and our skin as well. The fruit of the shea tree is also a very rich source of vitamin C.
Women collect it as early as 4 a.m., dry it for 49 to 50 days, then roast, pound, boil, and sieve it into butter.
The women wake up as early as 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning to go and collect the shea fruits. They bring the fruits home and they will eat the fruits, of course, and then dry it. After drying it, they will have to remove the shell. The shea fruits fall by themselves. You don't have to climb up on the tree to shake it. In fact, it is a very bad practice to do that. And you are able to now remove the shell. After removing the shell, you have to keep on drying it further. You have to dry the shea nut for at least 40 to 50 days so that most of the moisture content is removed. Once it is now dry, you can produce your shea butter through two production methods. There is the traditional process, which is a very laborious, time-consuming experience.
Beyond skincare and machine, shea trees enrich soils and flowers support bees for pollination.
The shea tree provides very key function in facilitating pollination. The flowers of the shea tree is very sweet and they smell so amazingly, and the bees love them. And the bees come and get the pollen, take it to the gardens or to the various crops that we plant, and they also help our crops to provide better yields.
Okello's nursery raises 100,000 seedlings yearly to expand planting and secure the shea economy for Northern Uganda.
We have a big nursery bed where every year we raise up to 100,000 shea seedlings, and we distribute the seedlings to farmers so that the farmers can plant. We also train them on tree planting and conservation techniques. Moyao, really nice shea butter. So you first stir your food, your gira, so that the shea butter, so the shea butter goes everywhere. Now you can enjoy your meal. This is yummy. Oh my goodness.
Very nice.
I'm Julius Chen, reporting for NTV here in Ojok Okello.